here we are after one season, wholesome one, and Charlie Strong took some offense to being passed over as defensive coordinator.
I mean, it kind of makes sense. Some people thought that he would be the perfect slide in. Some people thought that, okay, since they're the co-DC and this other guy left for a promotion, let's not get it misconstrued. Being defensive coordinator at Alabama over being defensive coordinator at a Miami that is rebuilding is a promotion. Forget how your feelings feel about it. And you think that the co-guy with Florida ties, former head coach, former championship defensive coordinator in the same state would be the perfect option as defensive coordinator. But we decided to go in a different direction. And I don't really know how to feel about it, Mark, to be honest with you. There comes a point where you wonder how it could have just blown up. I mean, this staff on paper is one of the best staffs Miami has ever hired. And for it to just look like crap on the football field and nobody to have answers. That was the big thing we kept saying, Mark. With these hires of guys that have had national championship defenses, guys that have had really good defenses in the past, somebody will be able to have answers. Coach Hadai, hey, your conversation about what happened at Georgia, how did you guys address this issue in the secondary? No answers there. Charlie Strong is a co-DC, whether he was the defensive coordinator or the linebackers coach. Hey, Charlie, how did y'all handle this? Or Coach Strong, how did y'all handle this? And there were no answers. So now it feels as though we're going to get a lot of new, fresh faces on that side of the ball again. Now, is it tied into Coach Guidry wanting to bring in some of his guys and bring in guys that have helped him become who he was in his time at Marshall and his time at McNeese State and things of that nature, and really reach out and give some of those guys an opportunity here at Miami? Maybe. Or maybe it's just at face value that Charlie Strong felt some type of way about being passed over for a younger cat. And now he's going to follow Kevin Steele and just go be his linebackers coach for him at Alabama, a place where he was already a defensive analyst for the last couple of seasons.
So I don't blame or find any fault in either direction. Mario Cristobal is running a football program and has every right to hire whomever he believes is the best choice. Mm-hmm. On the other hand, Charlie Strong is historically more qualified than Lance Guidry to be the defensive coordinator. Again, I read off where he's been a head coach. And of course, he's been a top flight defensive coordinator at championship stops prior to that. Mm-hmm. But of course, Mario Cristobal's making an evaluation on 2022, 2023, not on 2012.
Right. Just like Mr. HD says, this isn't 2008 anymore. And pre-conversation, Mark, I said Charlie Strong was somebody I would have wanted as a head coach. And your eyes got big. I had to clarify. I meant, coming off of his sure. times at Florida.
I would too.
I thought him to Miami would have been great in probably, 06 after Coach Coker. Him at Miami after Randy Shannon failed, and that would have been great. Maybe he could have built Louisville in Miami. Teddy Bridgewater, former Miami Hurricanes, commit, blah, blah, blah. So, I mean, these things, it's tough. Now, the main thing you do is that it wasn't like he went out being disrespectful. It wasn't like he wasn't doing his job, because it seems as though Coach Cristobal is wanting to go a little younger, but usually what comes with youth, Mark? Energy. Someone that's fired up. You look at our coaches before, and the video of Coach Steele at Auburn wasn't the same guy that we got coaching the Miami Hurricanes defense. He was more stoic and calm and more trying to teach and explain things. And, hey, guys, we want to step here, and this is why we step here, and this is why we do that. And there's a time and place for that. And I will get to, because I know that Coach Guidry is an extremely big whiteboard, try erase board guy, big teacher, big classroom guy. That's his thing. But he's also a very fiery, tenacious competitor. I'm not trying to question Coach Strong or Coach Steele's competitiveness, but I really, really think that Coach Guidry's youth, his relatability, and more of a new school approach to how the game is being played defensively, at least I would love to see it work out for Miami. But just as an original early on synopsis, I look at it as this is why, because we want to get young and like Ryan Hill says, vibrant. You want to be able to get young, reliable, relatable, and maybe even Mark. One of the other things, Mark, another thing that comes with young, you got something to prove. There's a chip on your shoulder. Somebody's saying you're too young for this job. You haven't proven it. You've coached a bunch of 2-stars. No one knows who you are. You don't deserve this job. There's something about that really pulls it out of people to go say, no, I'm gonna prove to you. You don't know me. You don't know anything about me. I'm here to prove what I can do at Miami. And that's one of the other things I love about Coach Guidry is he tweeted it out because somebody kept hyping up what he did at Marshall with the top 4 in every statistical category that mattered. And he just flat out said, that was at Marshall. It's time to do it at Miami. And we got to start and get to work. And that's big. Again, that's just talk. Again, that's just a tweet. But it shows the mindset of what Coach Guidry is wanting to bring to the table.